mental health and trauma are not just a one and done fix and you're good now.
Yeah.
You know, go keep doing it. So how do you address that in Watauga County or Boone?
Well, I think you have to acknowledge it. You have to acknowledge the fact that unlike people that don't live in the area, you turn the TV off, you don't see it anymore, but we see it every single day. And you know, there are parts of our communities that are forever changed. But I'll go back to something that the mayor said, though, that maybe sparks the hope that we're talking about, and that, you know, our region of the state has paid out hospitality for decades. People come to the mountains to learn what it is that beauty is, and for some people they make their life there after that. Those decades spent in that regard, hosting people and hosting experiences, has come to pay us back now. And I think the hope comes from the fact that people have their heartstrings attached to this particular area of the state so incredibly deeply that what helps us from a mental health standpoint is when those longtime customers walk back into a small business and they put their hand out or they open up their arms to give somebody a hug. And that might sound trivial in some case. I can't tell you how therapeutic that's been for the reconnection of people that sent money, they sent donations, they sent supplies, they brought their personal sweat equity, and now they can physically walk back into the place and say, I'm so glad to see you again. That means as much as any program could that gets stood up at any level.
We had North Carolina's Department of Transportation Secretary Joey Hopkins on the program a couple of months ago, and he was visibly emotionally moved talking about some of those issues that he witnessed firsthand. And again, we're not going to keep going down this rabbit hole on emotion and trauma, but Kit, how do you feel like the city of Asheville and the community in Buncombe County has addressed that enough to where it's healthy support for all the residents to move forward?
Well, I don't know about y'all, but I have PTSD on a really windy day.
Do you really?
I kid you not. I was in Blowing Rock at a meeting with David, actually, and there was a bad snowstorm and wind, and I was feeling it in my chest. We set up the chamber as an emergency center for business. So we had, you know, SBTDC, we had the SBA, we had Mountain BizWorks, all the entities there, but we also had nonprofits who were offering counseling and group sessions with people every week for free, because it's pretty traumatic. I mean, and driving by it, being in Swannanoa, it's visceral. So every time we get a tanker truck off of a riverbank or a bridge that reopens that allows people to not have to drive into Black Mountain to come back into Swannanoa and get to their neighborhood, it's huge. I mean, there was one truck that was turned over that was decorated by the people in Beacon Village with Christmas lights because it had been there for so long. They decorated it. It was a red letter day when they finally got that truck out of there. So we are celebrating every little milestone because it has been traumatic.